Update number 3. Here we go. So, I heard back from my Air Force recruiter this morning. Excuse me. Fuck, why do I keep burping when I'm trying to make a video for y'all? Jeez. She sent me my practice ASVAB today. Where you enter your last name, the last four of your social, and they give you like a security code to enter in. You do that. So that's what I did, and I scored a 79. She said it was a great score. I honestly don't feel too happy about it, but apparently from what I'm hearing about everybody in these groups I'm in, great score. So she asked me if I wanted to take the PiCAT, which is, I guess, another test. And what she told me was the PiCAT, basically, if I score well on that, when I go to MEPS, I would only have to take a 30-minute ASVAB compared to a 3.5-hour ASVAB. So I definitely want to do the PiCAT because I've done a lot of research on this stuff. Apparently, you are sitting there for hours while you're trying to get your medical examination done, right? So who would want to sit there for hours, get their medical examination done, and then sit there for another 3.5 hours doing an ASVAB? Not me, right? We don't want to sit there and do tests that long. Come on, right? Might as well knock it out the park while we're here. So I told her I just picked up this ASVAB book. I haven't really read much into it. I want to be confident when I test, so I do want to study that a little bit before we do the PiCAT. She asked me if I wanted to meet next Thursday at 10 a.m., which is January 8th. We are going to meet our recruiter January 8th at 10 a.m. She's going to give me some more information. She said that my teeth should be no problem as long as I don't have any infections, which I don't think I do, but I'm not a dentist. So I guess we'll try to set up a dentist appointment and make sure. But my teeth should be fine. They'll fix them at basic. So if you have broken teeth, there you go. Make sure you have no infections. They should fix them at basic. What else did she say? Debt is not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem is what she said, because Credit Karma said I owed $6,100 in debt to like these various places, T-Mobile, you name it. So if it is a problem, I'll just pay those guys back and what have you, The other one was I might need a waiver for is a dependency waiver. So I have children, right? I don't have full custody of my children. They don't live with me constantly. They can't come over because it's not my house. You guys know I'm an open book. Y'all know my living situation, right? There's nowhere for my kids to sleep here. I sleep on the couch. So I don't have my children. I see my children when I can. I video call them when I can. Okay? Now, my oldest daughter lives with her grandparents, who are both retired master sergeants of the Air Force. They are full-fledged, willing to keep my daughter until I get everything situated out, and then we'll go from there. Now, the mother of my 3 kids can be a hard-headed person, so the recruiter asked me to, when I come in to see her, to bring in their birth certificates and their social security cards. Now, I totally get what the grandparents say. My mother put a bill in my name when I was a child. That's what they think is going to happen. So, and I've never done anything wrong. So this is just them being protective. I totally get it. That's fine, right? So I'll let you do it yourself. When the recruiter asks for it, I'll just have you send it to them. So we'll do that. The mother of my 3 children, like I said, she's hard-headed. She was like, no. It's like, okay, well, I'm on the birth certificates anyway. I'll just pay the $15 a piece to get the birth certificates sent to me, and then social security cards, what have you, and do it myself. I don't need you to give it to me, but it'd be a lot easier. But you're failing to remember that I'm their father and I am on their birth certificate. So, only other problem, I don't know if I mentioned this because this is the second time I'm recording this video. I have child support debt. Basically, if you have a child out of wedlock, like you weren't married, they're going to backdate it to the day of birth. So immediately, my first daughter, boom, negative $18,000. I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to live. It's not as bad as you think. Just try to catch up on it. Now, I made the mistake of telling DHS where I worked, which is not the mistake. I always tell DHS where I work. That way they know when to garnish me. Hey, got a new job. This is what it's called. Take out that child support. All that did was keep me current. So all that debt is still there. So that's where I messed up. I should have been making extra payments, but it's kind of hard to afford that when taxes and the child support are already taken out of your checks. You kind of don't get a lot to live off of. So all that debt is still there. But I think we can surpass that. I think they're looking at other debt, right? Because the goal here is to be debt-free, guys. That's the whole reason I'm joining the Air Force. A better way of life, benefits for my children and me, clear debt, free as can be, right? figuratively speaking, because obviously I would be tied down to the military, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Like I said, I studied 4 years of ROTC. My stepdad was in the Air Force. I lived on Air Force bases all my life. Well, until I was 15. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So the debt's not a problem. The dependency waiver might be a problem. So we're going to try to get that done. And if that gets done, whoo, boy. Military, here we come. I know my hair is thinning bad, you guys. If you got hair issues, get some botana oil. You know what I'm saying? TikTok shop. That's not plug-in. But anyway, yes, that's where we're at right now. January 8th, 10 a.m., meeting with my Air Force recruiter. I'm pretty excited because, again, I scored a 79 on the ASVAB. I do want to study that book more, make sure I get it down. Word knowledge. They will throw some crazy words at you, so you really need to study that stuff, man, because they were like, this word could mean which one? And you're like, damn, I've never heard that word before. You know what I mean? So don't just guess. You got to so you need to study this stuff. And math I have an issue on. I think when I went back to high school last year to get my high school diploma, I got like a 79 or an 80 in math. Close to my ASVAB score. But yeah, barely. I think I had a C in math. So definitely need to work on that with my fractions and decimals because I'm trash at it. So we're going to get that done. Other than that, I kind of hurt my back the other day. Nothing too drastic. I guess I was running. There's potholes all around here. And when I was running, I kind of jolted myself stepping in a pothole. And so now we're going to do brisk walking and all that stuff. Still got some weight to lose. The other day I got pissed off because, I dropped 4 pounds and then gained another 2. So it's not helping, especially when there's a Brahms down the street. But anyway, yeah, guys, so that's the update for today. Update number 3. There you go. So great news. Scored a 79 on the practice ASVAB. We're going to take the PiCAT sometime in the next 2 weeks. That way we'll have a 30-minute ASVAB at MEPS. What are my worries? My only worries is not being able to get that dependency waiver or my teeth or my dad. My tattoos is kind of a worry, but I'm not a gang member. I'm not gang related. None of them are gang related. So I'll show you my tattoos actually. Okay. So right here I have a money bag because I love money. Ain't nothing gang related about that. I was considering this my dad. He's a king. He's got the crown. And we got a joker with a jester hat holding a rose because love is a joke. That's what the idea was. Then we got the cross with the rest in peace dad on it. And then what gang member has SpaceX tattoos, right? This has SpaceX right here. So other than that, other tattoo is the Houston Rockets logo. So one of my friends was like, oh, they might consider that gang related. Definitely not. But hopefully they don't, Another issue is actually that SpaceX tattoo is kind of up there. So that's another worry. So teeth, debt, dependency waiver, and tattoos. I don't think the tattoos are going to be a problem. I don't think my teeth are going to be a problem. I take care of them. They just happen to break. So really the main problem would be that dependency waiver. Because if I don't get it waived, I can't join. So we'll see where it goes. I'm going to talk to her next week. I might do some videos of me working out. I don't know if y'all really want to see that, but yeah, that's update number 3, you guys. Thank you all for staying with me this long. Appreciate all your support. Real quick, I had a 19-year-old message me saying, he's about to join. My advice to you, sir, is a lot of my friends served 4 to 6 years. They left, haven't been back since, and they immediately regretted it. So make sure it's what you want to do. And if it is something you want to do, think about the longevity, what you want to do in the future. I'm 32 years old. I plan on serving 20 years. I want to get out when I'm 52. I still have a lot of life left after that, hopefully. So anyway, good night, you guys. Y'all have a great new year. Signing out.